Former US President Bill Clinton has said he had no idea of the crimes of convicted paedophile Jeffrey Epstein, and he himself did nothing wrong. He was delivering his opening statement in a closed-door hearing of a congressional committee investigating Epstein. He's now being questioned by the committee. It comes a day after his wife, former US Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, gave her testimony.
Thank you.
Hillary Clinton described her deposition hearing as political theatre. But that was just a curtain raiser. The main event is a former president giving a deposition to a House of Representatives committee under oath, compelled by a subpoena and threat of court action. This has never happened before. The committee chairman, Republican James Comer, outlined what they want to hear.
Yesterday, Ms. Clinton deferred a lot of questions to her husband today. There were at least a dozen times when she said, "You'll have to ask my husband that. I can't answer that." There are a lot of photos that have been released by the Department of Justice as well as the Epstein estate. There are a lot of email correspondence that included President Clinton. We know President Clinton had, and Secretary Clinton confirmed this yesterday, Jeffrey Epstein was in the White House 17 times while Bill Clinton was president. We know that Bill Clinton flew on Jeffrey Epstein's plane at least 27 times. So those are questions that we're going to ask.
The Democrats say the most important thing about this unprecedented event is that it sets a precedent for the sitting president.
Republicans have now set a new precedent, which is to bring in presidents and former presidents to testify. So we're once again going to make that call that we did yesterday. We are now asking and demanding that President Trump officially come in and testify in front of the Oversight Committee. He appears in the Epstein files next to Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, almost more than anybody else. So it's time for the president to answer questions about why files are missing from the DOJ, why there's been a White House cover-up, and why we continue in that administration to call this investigation a hoax.
Hillary Clinton was questioned for 6 hours yesterday. Today's deposition is expected to take much longer.
And our Washington correspondent Sean Whelan joins us now. And Sean, the hearing is underway. Bill Clinton posted his opening statement online. What has he been saying?
Well, he went straight in with that idea of the precedent that's being set here. He said two reasons that he's here. First of all, nobody is above the law, even presidents, especially presidents. The second reason he said he was turning up at the committee was that the girls and women whose lives Jeffrey Epstein destroyed deserve not only justice, but healing. They've been waiting too long for both. Though my brief acquaintance with Epstein ended years before his crimes came to light, and though I never witnessed during our limited interactions any indication of what was truly going on, I am here to offer what little I know, so it might prevent anything like this from ever happening again. First, he had no idea of the crimes that Epstein was committing. He says, "I know what I saw, and more importantly, I know what I didn't see." He said, "I know what I did, and more importantly, what I did not do." As somebody who grew up in a home, he continues, with domestic abuse, not only would I not have flown on his plane if I had any inkling of what he was doing, I would have turned him in myself and led the calls for justice for his crimes, not sweetheart deals. But even he continues, with 20/20 hindsight, I saw nothing that ever gave me pause. He said that during this hearing you will often hear him say, "I don't recall." That might be unsatisfying, but I'm not going to say something that I'm not sure of. And he rounds out by saying, "Since I am under oath, I will not falsely state that I'm looking forward to your questions, but I am ready to answer them, Mr. Chairman. Fire away." So that was his opening statement to the committee. Chairman Comer had said yesterday and today that he expects this is going to be a very long deposition. He also said he hopes to get the videotape of what Hillary Clinton said during her appearance yesterday out as soon as possible, hopefully later today.
All right, Sean Whelan in Washington. Thanks indeed.